Welcome to Rise and Shine Daily Business Tech Boost with me, Charly Leetham. If you're a small business owner looking to simplify technology and get real, actionable advice from someone with 35 years of IT experience, you're in the right place. Every episode, I'll dive into tools and systems like email, CRM, marketing and tracking, and break them down into bite-sized tips you can use right away. Your time is valuable, so let's get straight to the point. It's time to work smarter, not harder. Rise and shine. It's your daily dose of business tech inspiration with me, Charly Leetham. Topic number 351. We're going to talk about securing your business email accounts today. It is really, really important that we look after the security of all of our email accounts, not just our business email accounts, but all of our email accounts. I'm going to focus specifically on business email. You can take a lot of what I'm sharing here and make sure that your personal email accounts like your Outlook and your Gmail accounts have got, you've done some of these steps with them as well. Why is it so important we do this? Well, phishing attacks, malware, unauthorized access. So phishing attacks will come in typically via email. You need to be able to identify phishing attacks. And phishing attempts, not attacks, attempts. You need to be able to identify your phishing attempts. Some software, some filters will actually get rid of those for you before you even see them. There's patterns in the way a phishing attempt is structured generally, and a lot of spam filters will pick that up these days and just move it immediately into your spam box. Malware can come in on emails quite easily as an attachment. I don't know how many times I've received recently, here's your latest invoice, or here's your latest statement, open the attached PDF. I don't know who these people are. I don't do business with them, so I'm certainly not going to be getting invoices or statements or anything like that. So no, I don't open those. And the reason I don't open the attachments in those emails is they're typically Trojans. They typically have some malware attached to them. They might look like a PDF in my inbox, but when you open them, they've got a little piece of code. They're normally a script. They've got a little piece of code. It runs or it goes out to an internet site and it brings something down to my computer. So no, we don't open attachments in our emails. And unauthorized access, so someone guessing your password, someone cracking your password and getting into your account, you leaving your computer logged in and someone getting in and being able to access your email, really, really dangerous. Think about the fact that pretty much everything you have is linked back to your email account. Enter your email, will send you a password request. What's your email address? Will send you the two-factor authentication code that you've got to enter into. Once someone has access to your email, they can pretty much do whatever they want. So it's really important we secure our email and we are really aware of it. So spam filters are really important. Running encryption is important if you can do it. A lot of the mail service providers, Gmail, Microsoft, Zoho, encrypt a lot of the messages as they're going backwards and forwards. I know that Zoho itself has got the ability that you can put secure codes on it, and you can actually secure parts of the text so that people need to have a key to unlock it pretty much. There's other things you can do though to stop, well, so spoofing is the other one. SPOOF, spoofing. People often say, I've been hacked. If you're getting emails from me, it's not me, I've been hacked. Often they're not hacked. Often what happens is someone is imitating your email address. Now, this kind of attack has lessened in the recent past, and it has lessened for the next reasons I'm going to talk about, but I want to explain what a spoofing attack is first, or a spoofing attempt is first. So I've had it myself. I've actually got emails from myself, from my email address, whatever at askcharlyleetham.com. It's come from that email. It looks like it's come from that email address, and it's, oh, hi, it's Charlie here. I need some money. Can you send me some money? Or here's your invoice. Can you pay this invoice, please? Not my invoice. That email hasn't come from me. And people, oh, that's from Charlie. Yeah, we'll pay that invoice. Not a problem. No, it wasn't from me. So that's one way they can do it. But they can actually, until fairly recently, the ability to just create a mail account on your PC, or on your PC, and put in what is your email address, and you put in Charlie at Ask Charlie Leetham, for example, and be able to send messages from that address and make it look like they're going from that address. You could do it. Absolutely could do it. Over the last several years now, that has become less and less. Part of it is because to be able to send messages on behalf of a domain name or on behalf of an email address now, you actually need to send it through an authorized mail server. And the only way you can send it through that mail server is to log in to send it. So you've got to have the username and password. So once you've got the username and password, you can pretty much spoof that email address. So that's the first part. The second part, so that was the first part of actually reducing these types of attacks, and it did reduce it quite dramatically. Didn't finish it though, and it still hasn't finished it, but it's a lot better now. The other things that have come out are domain-based security measures that identify what mail servers, what IP addresses can send mail on behalf of your domain. There are 3 things that go to do this. The first one is SPF, Sender Policy Framework. It's an email authentication protocol that helps prevent spoofing by allowing domain owners to specify which mail servers are permitted to send an email on behalf of the domain. So remember what I was just saying, it tells you what can work on behalf of your domain. It publishes a special text record in the domain name record, and it lists authorized IP addresses or servers. So you can have multiple servers sending on behalf of your domain name. If you run, so you're running your your mail server is going to have to be authorized. But if you're doing email marketing like MailChimp or MailerLite or Zoho campaigns, you need to make sure that you authorize those domain names and those IP addresses to send on your domain's behalf as well in the SPF. So Sender Policy Framework is one of the records that you need to make sure you've got. The next 2 work hand in glove are Domain Keys Identified Mail, DKIM. I'm sure you've heard these recently. These were these next 2, DKIM and Domain-Based Message Authentication Reporting and Conformance. I know, right? DMARC. These 2 work hand in glove, and you would have heard a lot about them in the last few months when all the major mail providers said, no, you must have these records published now, and we won't accept mail unless you've got these records published. It's just, I really hate that term. It's just an improvement on the SPF. It is far more strong. It's far stronger, Charlie, far stronger than SPF, but having all 3 enabled on your domain makes it that much more secure. So DKIM is another authentication method, and it uses public key cryptography. So when you set up DKIM, you go to your mail server and you say, I want to enable this, and it will give you a certificate. Now it puts a certificate on your mail server. It gives you a public key that you then copy and you put into your domain record. And that verifies that the domain of the email sender that server can send on behalf of that email server. It ensures that the message being sent hasn't been tampered with in transit. So again, it authenticates that, yes, this server can send on behalf of the domain, and it ensures that the message hasn't been tampered with in transit. So it's another level of encryption. There's another level of security. DMARC works hand in glove with DKIM. It builds on it, and it's another authentication protocol which provides domain owners with the ability to specify how receiving mail service should treat emails that fail these authentication checks. It includes reporting features so that domain owners can be told of where their emails are being used. So DMARC is more of a reporting protocol. It's not a security protocol. It's a conformance thing. DMARC is about how to handle things that don't pass the security checks. If you don't have SPF, if you don't have DKIM, if you don't have DMARC enabled on your domain, most of the mail providers these days will bounce your message. They will either refuse to accept it, and it'll come back to you saying, we can't send this, your domain's not set up correctly, we can't send this, or it'll just send it straight to spam. And then you look in your spam, well, why is that in spam? It's because you haven't got your domain set up properly. If you're unsure whether your domain is set up correctly or not, you can go to mxtoolbox.com and you can say, tell me if my DKIM and DMARC and SPF is set up. It will tell you who's authorized to use your domain on your behalf. You can check it. You can make sure that you know who all of those things are. If you're still unsure and you want someone to help you out, that's what we do. That's the sorts of things that we help people with. We also help with that mail delivery and setting the domain up when you need to do it. So you don't have to do all this yourself. There are people out there that will help you. The last thing that you want to be doing here is making sure that you educate your team members and your employees and anyone who uses your email system. Make sure that they are aware of what constitutes a suspicious email or attachment. Make sure that they're aware of how to handle it when they get something in that looks like it's phishing, or when they get an attachment that they're not sure about. Make sure they understand about verifying links and verifying that this is actually something that they should be clicking on, or they should be entering their username and password into because it was sent in via an email. Your employee training is one of the most important things, apart from making sure that you've got all this stuff in the background, because once that's done, that setting up these keys and such is pretty much set and forget. The ongoing part of it is making sure that the human aspect of your business is aware of the risks and how to mitigate those risks when they come, when they occur. Okay, it was a little. These are quite technical. I hope I'm not boring you. I hope that you're getting something useful out of it. Let me know what you think. Is it too much? Is it too less? Is it confusing? Do you need more information? Do you want me just to be quiet? I'd love to know. Leave comments wherever you are watching or listening to this video. If you can come and join me on my locals channel, askcharlyleetham.locals.com. You can send me DMs on any of our social media networks and I will respond to you eventually. I may be a bit slower responding on the social media. There's a lot on at the moment. I'm keeping myself really focused and trying to keep off of the social media as much as possible. Apart from that, guys, I want to wish you a really safe day. I want to ask you as well to like this video, please. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell. Have a safe and secure day, and tomorrow we are going to talk about secure payment processing tools. Talk to you later. Bye. Hey there, thanks so much for tuning in to Rise and Shine, your daily business tech boost. I hope today's episode gave you some actionable insights that will make your business tech work smarter for you. If you found value, be sure to subscribe, leave a review and share it with other small business owners who could use a daily boost. For more tips, tools and resources, visit www.askcharlyleetham.com. Until next time, keep rising, keep shining, and let's make tech simple together.